Barone.
And I'm Mark Malone.
And it's time to wake up with Rhinebeck Bank.
Happy Monday morning.
So we have an awesome guest on today.
I'm really excited about our guest today.
Yes.
The mayor of the city of Poughkeepsie.
Woohoo! The mayor. Yes, let's give it up. Come on, guys. There we go.
You know, I've lived in Dutchess County and been pretty close to the city of Poughkeepsie my entire life, and there's just so much to do there.
There is. And I think there are some challenges, as we know.
Absolutely.
But definitely some movement towards the future and towards some positivity happening as well. So,
bring him out.
Yeah, I'd love to bring him out. Mr. Rob Rolison. Hey!
Thanks for having me.
Yes,
Hey,
please.
Good morning, everybody, on a great Monday. Cool.
What do you think?
Oh, really nice.
Yeah?
This is, I love the idea as soon as I heard about it. You know, the county executive, I know was here before, but you know what? That was then, this is now, right? That's how
now
Mark
we're
Molinaro,
zoning
we're
in
going to
on
make it one
Poughkeepsie.
better.
Shake it up,
Shake
right?
it up, no doubt, no
All right,
doubt.
Rob, I like that.
Thank you.
So welcome. Talk to us a little bit. You know, you've been in office now for how long? About 6 months now. I know you've had some issues that you've directly hit head on. Talk to us a little bit about the issues that you've faced.
Well, I mean, I think that, you know, the number one issue facing the city of Poughkeepsie, like any municipality, government, whatever, structure of government is fiscal, is finances. And, you know, the city has been struggling. We are, you know, dealing with a cash flow issue. We are dealing with the one thing that sits off to the side, which has not really been discussed, I think, is in much detail as it should have been, is the $11 million deficit, which is outside of the budget. You know, the city has incurred an $11 million fund balance deficit that we have to address, and we are putting things in place to do that. It's not going to be easy.
Yeah.
It's not going to be without pain, but we have to do it.
The dollars have to come from somewhere.
They do.
Absolutely,
They do. We owe that money essentially to ourselves.
Yep.
And it's kind of hard to believe or sometimes difficult to understand, but that's real. So, you know, we're looking at that, but also too, you know, we're moving the city forward at the same time. And we have addressed, and I talked a little bit about the cash flow. You know, the city, unfortunately, and it's not just unique to the city, but it's critical more than others, is that, you know, we've got a certain amount of revenue coming in and we have expenses that are here and revenue that's there. So cash flow is very tight. Making your debt payments to your debt service, making pension payments, health insurance, making sure, most importantly, that we pay the 338 employees every 2 weeks.
Absolutely.
And we haven't missed a payroll. The previous administration didn't miss a payroll.
That is awesome.
Yeah, that is, because at the end of the day, they're delivering the services. So
And it's great to know that it's on top of mind. It's an issue that we're addressing.
it is, because
Absolutely.
really, unless you get that under control, and if you don't develop plans to get it under control, you're never going to be in a position that you're going to be able to always be able to move forward. You're constantly looking behind you. But we know, you know, that that's going to, we didn't get there overnight, and we're not getting out of it overnight.
Right.
But I did say, you know, before I was having a little fun with my good friend Mark Molinaro. County, you know, kudos to Mark, the county legislature and staff. They're very supportive of the city on so many levels, along with state and federal representatives. So the good thing is I would say to you that Poughkeepsie is being looked at as the comeback city.
Yes, it is. Let's give him a hand, because that is the truth.
No doubt.
Absolutely.
No doubt about it.
Poughkeepsie has so much potential.
Oh my gosh, definitely.
You know, we have colleges, we have restaurants, we have the riverfront, art,
Train station.
Train station, the walkway. I mean, there's tons of things to do, and we recently, you know, interviewed Dutchess County Tourism, and they told us about some of the great things you can do here in Poughkeepsie. Tell us about some of your initiatives. I know that there's an initiative for Middle Maine, right?
Right.
And what's that all about?
Well, Middle Maine Initiative is Hudson River Housing. They have been working on their Middle Maine Initiative for several years now. Dedicated staff and resources to the Middle Maine corridor of the city of Poughkeepsie.
Which is which corridor?
Well, I mean, it's, you know, essentially from Market Street all the way up to, you go up to White and beyond.
Okay.
And what I would say to you is that Main Street is called Main Street for a reason. It is the Main Street
That's
of
right.
this city. And lots of cities and villages and towns have main streets. That's where everything starts to happen.
Absolutely.
That's where the city grew from there. It grew from downtown out. And while waterfront development, it's happening, it's going to continue to happen.
Yes.
Other areas are starting to see some rebirth. The downtown area of your city, in this Poughkeepsie, is crucial to really the revitalization for years to come.
Absolutely.
You can have all these other things, but if you don't have a vibrant Main Street,
Absolutely.
you're not going to be where you want to be.
I remember as a kid shopping on Main Street in the main mall,
Yeah.
and the potential is there. I remember a lot of families were down in that area at that time.
Well, as a kid growing up, I mean, my mom took me to M. Schwartz and Wallace's and Lucky's. That's where we got the back-to-school clothes. The shoe store was on Market Street. That was DeFalco's, right where the Bardavon is.
Wow.
So that was Poughkeepsie was the commercial hub of the county, and as many municipalities faced, there was a flight commercially from cities to suburban shopping centers and malls. We can't change that, so we've got to be in a position where, okay, we know that we're never going to get that commercial activity back to the extent it was there, so what do we do to grow the city? And we're doing it. The vibrancy, and as we like to say, the buzz, hence my buzz tie.
Yes, I love your buzz tie.
I do too. I have three colors.
Connecting the dots.
Yeah, I have gold, purple, and blue now. And, to create and actually strengthen the buzz, you look at your strengths, and our strengths are our cultural institutions, naming the Bardavon, the arts community, and I'm about to establish an arts commission within City Hall as of this week. I'll be doing that by executive order. We talk about the restaurant venues that are in the city of Poughkeepsie, and there are things to do. There are places to go, and we need to promote that. And actually, we're doing that this morning. So thank you for that opportunity.
Absolutely, we're so happy to have you.
Because for me, being quote unquote the chief executive officer of a municipality, the city of Poughkeepsie, I'm also the ambassador, the cheerleader, and the one that is the marketing director to get people to say, hey, come on into the city, give us a look, come in, stay, like on Friday nights, First Friday, hanging out on Fridays.
I was going to say, let's talk about creating a buzz.
Well, I mean, First Fridays were done in some other municipalities, and my wife was aware of it. Actually, my son Christopher talked about it long before I was even elected about First Fridays. He had been in one in St. Petersburg, and so we decided that we wanted to create some night, some event that was going to be every month. First Friday was the perfect solution to that. In addition, I think it would be also, I need to note that there's also a third Saturday.
Oh, that's cool.
That the arts community does.
Very
and we're
cool.
trying to promote that as well. So the First Friday is really just keeping people downtown. We've got a couple thousand employees downtown hanging out, the restaurants and other cultural venues. Mostly, what we're trying to do is keep people to spend money.
Absolutely.
Hang out if you want to have a drink after work on a Friday.
Well, Friday's perfect, right? Because the week's over.
Generally is a party night, and there are so many things that you can do within the city to hang out for a few hours, and they've been really successful. But it is really interesting, though, that every Friday, with the exception of the last one, which was just this last Friday night, it rained a little bit.
Oh, really?
That's good luck.
Yeah.
Our Michael J. Quinn, our president and CEO, has not missed one. He's been there for everything. This past one, I believe, he's on vacation. But prior to, he's been to every First Friday and really believes in it.
What was cool about seeing Mike was the one that we did, which was supposed to be a concert with Base Camp, which turned out to be a concert with Base Camp in Change Point Church because we were going to do outside and it rained. I met Mike at the door.
Yeah.
And that was a great night with this R&B band, which rocks the house.
I haven't heard them, but I keep hearing the name.
You know what? It's so funny because Michael sent me a video of the band. He's like, I love these guys. I'm like, it's so funny. I actually recorded a couple albums with them in the past. Billy Badd's a very good friend of mine, and I'm wondering. So, are they the official band of the city of Poughkeepsie?
Well, they are my official band. They are the official band of the mayor, the R&B band of the mayor, which I have a proclamation designating them as such. And what's really kind of cool is that, the interaction that I get to have with Mayor, with so many different people, is absolutely just...
The whole city knows you. I mean, everyone's like, hey, Mayor!
We're forgetting about your singing voices, too. I mean, who would have...
I have, I've dabbled in the recording business a little bit. Actually, I'm recording right now with you, but... But I think the thing is that it's important that people get connected with their elected representatives. And for me, that is something I like to do anyway.
Definitely.
I think people, it's important for me to know who's out there in the city and doing what, and them to know what I'm doing and having that, that communication, because one of the things that you struggle with as an elected official, or really anybody but getting the word out, right?
Absolutely.
Challenges, yes. Positive stuff, big time. City's moving.
Yes.
And it's my challenge, along with members of the city council. We work very well on this. Get the word out. Let people know that this is the place to come to.
Absolutely.
This is the place to invest in. And I spoke to an investment group this investment group asked me to come to their annual meeting, and I really didn't know what to expect. I just said, sure, I'll come. It was at the Grandview.
Oh, nice.
And they had the people that they do work with, business people, regular people. And I said, look, if you're looking to invest, because it was investment, invest in us now.
Yep.
Because now's the time to do it, because at one point, it's probably going to get really expensive.
Exactly. 10 years from now, you're going to wish you invested.
Get in at the ground level.
Projects coming in. Let's talk about some of the projects coming into Poughkeepsie.
Well, we're seeing the waterfront is really starting to move now. And that's going to happen anyway, because it is such a jewel where it's located on the beautiful Hudson River, Metro North train station, 2 bridges. You've already got restaurants down there. So the Water Club, Joe Bonora, that project looks incredible.
Coming together really quick.
Yeah, quickly.
They're actually trying to start to stack the modulars that are actually going to be the apartment units that they're creating there. He's already leasing it. He and his brother Mike and Patrick Page, that's their project, moving full speed. The planning board has signed off on site plan approval for the Dutton Lumber project, the O'Neill Dutton Group, where they're going to be just literally, north of the walkway along Dutchess Avenue, residential units down there, right on the water. Ken Carney, who is a great developer, does a lot of work in the city in the Hudson Valley. He is now got his final approvals. He's got actually state money helping him with a project called Queen City Lofts, which will be right at the corner of Main and Bridge in the old
What's that?
Park. That's going to be commercial space, ground floor, loft apartments above.
I love that this development's coming in. What a great thing for the city of Poughkeepsie.
It is, because one of the things that I remember long before I decided to pull the trigger, so to speak, on running for mayor. I thought about it long and hard for a while. I didn't, I knew it was time to leave the legislature. I'd been there long enough, wanted to do something different, but I didn't really, I wasn't settled on exactly what it was going to be. And a friend of mine, Jim Daly, said, Rob, he said, the city's taken off. Do you want to be part of it? We're going to watch it from the sidelines.
I love that enthusiasm.
Yes, it's going to happen anyway. You want to make it happen quicker. You want to be part of it. And not too long after that, after talking to Lori, and I said,
let's do it.
That was some good coaching.
Thank you so much for telling us all this and for being a guest. And is there anything else you'd like to share with us? I know I'll be there for First Friday next month.
Well, First Fridays, and actually the first Friday in August, what we want to do is a Latino themed weekend. There's actually a Latino Festival at the Waterfront on that Sunday before First Friday. So we're having discussions right now on doing that.
Can you play me some Suavemente? I can dance to that.
Yeah.
So.
I wish I was as musical as you two are.
I'm not sure what that means, but I know I could probably play it. and probably so could Base Camp.
Yeah, Base Camp will do it. I'll get on stage and we'll do the little thing. I can hang.
I don't dance either. Music and dancing is not my thing.
My thing is, it's all about that rhythm and blues.
It really is.
And you like Base Camp when they played?
They're amazing.
I was playing air guitar out in front of everybody. So, that's how much I got into it. So, this is what's happening in the city. I'm glad that we've had the opportunity, to share this with the audience. I'm glad and really excited about what you're doing, on Mondays. It's nice to get revved up, right? Thinking about here, and that's what we do, every week in City Hall. We roll in on Monday, we get revved up, and the week goes right on through. And also, being a mayor really is a 7-day-a-week job.
Oh, absolutely.
And I have no complaints about that.
That's nice fantastic. It's nice to have someone that feels that way, and I know that you're really, really moving forward. And thank you so much for.
Thank you. We hope to have you back maybe again next year.
Yeah, absolutely. What we could do. Yeah, and I always welcome the opportunity to talk about the city.
Okay.
The more I do, the better it is for me. The better it is for people to understand what's happening. and it's good to give an update. So we had like a little quick 6-month update.
Yeah.
If you want to do a 9-month or a 12-month.
Sure.
We would love it.
We would, absolutely. So we'll see you in 2017.
so much.
Good luck for the rest of 2016. Thank you so much for being a
My
guest.
pleasure, and congratulations on your new pending arrival. That's
I know, my little bun. So excited.
It is. It's great.
Rob,
And
thank you so much.
I appreciate that.
We want to thank Rob Rolison for joining us today. So much great news, so many great things happening here in the city of Poughkeepsie.
Really excited to hear about this water club, and I can't wait to see it. It's going to be amazing.
I can't wait to see it as well. We hope to catch you next week on Wake Up with Rhinebeck Bank.
Yes, check it out at wakeuprhinebeck.com. We'll see you next week.
See you then.
Bye.